Hello, welcome to my application for a night owl for our design report number 3. So for our design report, we are able to create an application in React that it allows users to capture an image through the camera through the iPhone that changes the exposure and the shutter speed. As such, within this application, there's 3 sections: the side panel, the camera viewport, and our control panel. For our side panel, there is the changing the orientation button that will change the layout of our application that changes the control panel from here from from the right to left or either way, vice versa. And then we have our undo button that will reset the slider's current location to the star location. And then for our control panel, we have our sliders that will control the shutter speed and exposure for our camera viewport. And then I have our labels that will allow us to know what shutter speed and exposure our application and our camera will be viewing on. And then I have our camera button that will capture the image from our viewport. And then from that camera button, it will be stored into our history of captured images. As such, let's move on to our emulator for our captured image view. So when I click on our history of captured image, it will allow us to full screen our captured image. And then once you click on it again, it will reset to the previous application, just like that. And then let's navigate out of our device emulation. Let me move this out the way real quick. So let's move on to our side panel. We'll start from the side panel with the changing the orientation button. As such, when I click on it, it does change opacity and it will also fade. And notice how our control panel will move from the right to left. And notice I click it again, it will change it vice versa, as such. And then bottom of our side panel, there's also the undo button, which will also fade as well. And then let's begin on our control panel. When I move the slider, it will update the current values of shutter speed, exposure, and shutter speed. Give me 1 second. And notice how when I move the slider, it will allow us to go back to the star will show our previous settings as such. And then from then on, it will also have the labels of our exposure and shutter speed. And then moving from then on, we have our button, which will also fade and capture the image, downloading it and updating it into our captured image. And that will conclude my design report number 3 for Night Owl. Thank you for watching.